Now, Chelsea will go in search of a first win since Frank Lampard returned to the club when they host Brentford tomorrow night. Lampard has downplayed the suggestion that Chelsea's season is effectively over after their Champions League exit.
7 games left, Frank. I mean, it feels like the season's over after Real. Is it?
It feels like it was the tone of your questioning, to be fair. If I'm honest, so, you know, if you want to think that way, but for me it doesn't. I'm manager of Chelsea. I have a big link to this club and pride, and so should the players. So I think if you want to take it down your route, then it's over. But my route is absolutely not over.
So Lampard was in slightly defiant mood, and the man who asked those questions for us earlier was our reporter Jeremy Langdon, who joins us live now. Good afternoon to you, Jeremy. I guess the bad news for Chelsea is that Lampard also confirmed that Reece James and Mason Mount are likely to miss the rest of the season with injury. Could Mount have played his last game for the club, though? That's the big question.
Well, that is the question, absolutely, Vicky. Yes, a trio of bad injury news updates from Chelsea this morning. As you were saying, Kai Havertz is certainly out for Brentford. He's not out for the season, but the bad news is that Mason Mount is out probably for the season with that long-standing abductor abdominal injury, pelvic injury, and also Reece James has a serious hamstring injury, which means he's out as well for the season. So it's not good news, and there hasn't been much good news at Chelsea recently, has there? And it's a great question. Has Mason Mount played his last game for Chelsea? Because there's so much speculation about his future this summer that if this injury keeps him out for the season, well, yes, he may well have. But Frank Lampard obviously loves him, likes him so much. And I think it all depends really on the new manager, doesn't it?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because there's been lots of talk about Mauricio Pochettino, hasn't there, and the Chelsea job for next season. What did Frank Lampard have to say? Did he want to talk about that and his own short-term future as well?
No, not really. So we asked him, you know, all the talk before this game against Brentford is about Pochettino. Would he back that appointment and would he give him his blessing? And here's what he had to say about that, and also whether he continues for the final 7 games of the season.
I wouldn't expect anything in football, but you know, I think it's very clear that we're coming to this club when it's in big difficulties. One day to prepare for Wolves, 2 games against Real Madrid. The second performance was much better, and it was a proper team performance like I'd want to see. And the game in between that with Brighton, where we had to change a lot of the squad. So there were a lot of factors as to the 4 games that we've had since we've been working here. And as I said, the team and the club have been struggling for a while. So we come in with a view to help, and we'll keep working to help in a short time. The world won't change in a short time, but we'll keep doing our maximum to do that.
So that's Frank Lampard ahead of Brentford. Remember, 4 straight defeats so far for Frank Lampard, returning to Chelsea, and Chelsea the 5th place London team going into this game with Brentford.
Yes, they certainly are. Thank you very much, Jeremy.